Welcome back, boys. This is an exciting one. Excited to talk about this one. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to another video. This is one that I'm really excited about for two reasons. One, because this has always been a dream of mine, and two is that it's coming really fast, and man, I can't believe it. And before we start today's video, guys, make sure you guys drop a thumbs up, watch all the way through, because we have some juicy info on the car and you don't want to miss any of it. So drop a thumbs up and watch the entire video. So in today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about my whole goals and what I plan on doing for my swap, and this is for the Coyote swap. I didn't want to make this video early on because things change, but I'm thinking within the next 12 months this car will be Coyote swap. And you guys can probably hear the AC blowing. I think when I first got the car, man, like, I've already owned the car for close to 5 years now. When I first got the car, something was messed up with the AC system and it has a new compressor. So I'm definitely keeping that amenity, because right now it's like 95 degrees where I'm at, and way down south, man, we have a lot of humidity and you're just like dripping sweat if you're driving a car with no AC. And I'm not making this car with no AC. Let's just start off with the basics. What motor am I going with? Well, I already have purchased my motor. And yeah, that's correct. I purchased my motor already. BJ has a motor for us. Which it was kind of a big ordeal at first, because I haven't showed y'all yet, I don't believe. Instagram knows. My cousin spun a rod bearing in his Gen 1, right? So he didn't spin it that bad. It started knocking a little bit, but I'm assuming his heads and everything are fine. BJ's doing the work as well. My thoughts were, okay, he's gonna change out the bottom end. My tuner, Philip Belford, he sold him his block, and his old block was a Gen 2 block. So he's gonna do a Gen 2, Gen 1 heads, Gen 1 timing components, basically a 2-1-1 build. You guys might hear a 3-2-1, a 3-2-2. What does that mean? The first number is the bottom end. So when they say 3-2-1, that's a Gen 3 bottom end, Gen 2 heads, and Gen 1 timing components, which that would be for an 11 to 14 car, a Gen 1 car. Whatever car you're going to be doing this build in, it has to go with the computer that's in that car. So I kind of had free will to do whatever I want because I don't have the computer yet. So I was thinking, I'll get his Gen 1 block and I'll put Boss rods in it. I'll do Boss crank. I'll redo the whole bottom end, right? And I started searching around, man, and for the price and getting all that machine work done, putting all that stuff in there, I'm better off with just a Gen 3 short block. So that's what I was gonna do. A Gen 3 short block, brand new, was like 3,100 bucks. Fully assembled, all done, good to go. All you gotta do is put your heads on there, all your timing components and everything like that. So I was gonna be in 3Gs, right? My boy JD, y'all probably know JD 2 valve. He hooked me up with some Gen 2 heads. And Gen 2 heads are hard to come by. His old Gen 2 heads that were on his motor, but they had a bent valve. Hooked me up for those. I'm not gonna say the price because he hooked me up. But basically all I had was a Gen 3 short block, Gen 2 heads. I still had to get valve covers, I still had to get timing covers, I still had to get all the sensors, hoses, intake manifold. I had to get everything, you know what I mean? So I figured it was best for me just to get a whole complete motor. I was speaking that to BJ and he was like, I still got my Coyote motor. I was like, what? Because he was gonna Coyote swap a notch body Fox that he had, a notchback Fox that he had. He ended up selling it. So he still has a motor. He's like, it's a Gen 2. I said, what? He said, yeah, it is a truck motor though. You guys know We had the Gen 2 F-150, and that thing made great power. On a 125 shot at 4,500 pounds with me and Phil in the truck, it was trapping 112 or 113 on a 125 shot, guys, with no headers, full weight, with just intake manifold, tune, and cold air intake. Now, imagine that setup in this car. 1,000 pounds lighter, probably like 1,300 pounds lighter, long tubes, full exhaust, intake manifold, cold air, E85, the whole shebang. Imagine how much faster that would go, how much mile an hour it would pick up with 1,300 pounds less. Like, just imagine that. And I need to stop and put gas because I might freaking run out on camera. We're going with the Gen 2 truck motor, which it's kind of crazy how this worked out because I just had a Gen 2 truck that I sold and I was in love with that engine, man. Anybody who says that the truck motors suck, they don't know Coyotes. And the Gen 1s were kind of reserve, you could say, because you got to change the intake cams. They're just not as fast as Gen 2 and Gen 3. But that's not to say you can't go fast with a Gen 1 truck motor, because I know a guy out there by the name of Ray, and he's gone 1180s in his NA steel body truck, Gen 1, two-wheel drive. So that's not to say you can't make them fast, you know what I mean? But this Gen 2 truck motor that I'm getting, it has 30,000 miles. The thing is like brand new. BJ's like, dude, you can't tell how many miles on it. It looks so new. So he ended up selling me the Gen 2 motor with the 6R80 for $5 grand. And with that being said, yes, this car is getting an auto. I know. I built the TR3650. I got the Stifler's transmission mount. I just think that it'd be best, you know, for us to go auto, and it'll be the fastest that way. What? I can't believe you guys believe me for a second. No, we're not going auto in this car, man. No way. Keeping it manual. We built the TR3650 just for that reason. Shout out Handling Motorsports, man. I know y'all built this transmission for the car. We haven't had as much action as I wish, but we're going back to the track soon, and we're going to show how much this transmission can put out. It's badass, man. It's a badass transmission. I have no doubts that this will be fine for the Coyote swap. The only thing is I might have to change the clutch. I might have to. We might have to go to a twin disc. So we still have a single disc. Gen 2 truck motor. I'm gonna try to sell the 6R80 to offset the price. And my dad is gung-ho on going auto with his Coyote swap. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna use the 6R80 because I don't think he's gonna go Gen 3. Which Gen 3, if you guys don't know, is the 12-to-1 compression, and you have to use a 10R80 with that or a manual transmission. You can't use Gen 3 motor with a 6R80. You just can't do it. At least on the stock wiring harness. And that's what we're doing. We're using a control pack. So Gen 1, Gen 2, 6R80, Gen 3, 10R80. And he's like gung-ho stuck on going auto with his car. So this is gonna be a Coyote swap manual car. This is gonna be a Coyote swap auto car. So Gen 2 truck motor, built TR3650 with probably a twin disc clutch because I don't want to have to pull the transmission out again. Long tube headers, full exhaust, E85, and a Boss manifold. I already got the Boss manifold. You guys might be wondering, Chris, well, why are you doing a Boss manifold instead of 18 manifold? 18 manifold makes more power. I just like the way the Boss manifold looks, and it's not as slow. It's not as slow as everyone thinks compared to the 18 manifold. But with the hood pop, Boss Manning underneath the hood, it's gonna look freaking sick. So, truck motor, built TR3650, E85, full exhaust, long tube headers, Boss manifold, JLT cold air by my buddy JD. He's gonna be hooking me up with that. It's here pretty soon, man. So you guys are gonna see we're gonna do a little collab video, and I'm excited to hear and feel that Coyote swap and power in person because he just put a damn supercharger on it, which is crazy, dude. JD's killing the game. He just put a VMP Gen 2R, a 2.3 liter TVS on there. Wild, man, absolutely wild. I hope that car is running by the time I get home from work. That way, you know, I can fill that car out. And as far as rear end and everything, guys, I think I'm gonna keep it stock for now, upgrade it later in the future. But that's the goals, man. Computer, we're gonna be using a control pack. And then way down the line, because you guys know this swap is not cheap, boost. I really wish that Power by the Hour did a bracket, because they do brackets specifically for Whipple, specifically for a TVS. I wish they did a bracket for a ESS or a Fortec, man, because I really want this car to have a centric blower on it. I really want it to have a Paxton or a ESS blower, and there's just absolutely no way for you to run AC, run power steering, and have a centric mounted blower because you guys know the centrics mount onto the timing cover, and you kind of have to mess with the timing cover. You have to use all the PBH brackets to run power steering, to run the air conditioning, and there's just a whole bunch going on the front cover when it comes to the swap, with all the amenities with power steering, AC, and like I said before, I'm not getting rid of that. So if that means I have to go TVS instead of a centric mounted blower, boost is boost, and at the end of the day, this car is going to be a street strip car, and it'll be a torque tire shredding monster with a TVS on it. So I mean, I'm not really too sad about that, but who knows, maybe 2 years from now, after the car's already done, after the car's Coyote swapped already, who knows, maybe Power by the Hour will come out with a solution. That way we can mount a centric blower to the front of the motor. That would be freaking badass. But yeah, that's the goals, man. And as far as PB time, we plan to go deep 10s with an NA motor. And who knows, we might spray it into the 9s. But I do know for sure, for 100% fact, that with the Gen 2 truck motor, and we're not going to change the cams. That might be a thing that people think. You don't need to change the cams on Gen 2 or Gen 3 on truck motors. They're about the same. Some people say, oh, you can't rev them past 7,000 RPM with the truck motor. Yeah, you can. Ready? Revving my 2016 F-150 to 7,600 RPM with a ported 18 manifold, and they loved it. It picked up a lot of mile an hour after we raised the rev limiter. You just got to change the intake manifold. So yeah, Gen 2 truck motor in the car, full bolt-on tune, Boss Manny E85. I don't see why we can't go deep 10s. Gen 1 Mustangs, full bolt-on, weight reduction, have gone deep 10s. This car weighs lighter than a Gen 1 car. We can go deep 10s. Possibly even 9s, all motor. But we'll see. Once we do that, we'll see. Because this motor, I mean, this swap is very expensive. So we might have to just go the NA route and do a Cobra jet and all that stuff. But you guys know me, man. I'm about to throw some spray on. And if you guys don't know, I am now a certified dealer for Nitrous Express. Anything you guys need, come to me, hit up your boy at Fourpointsixchris on Instagram or Fourpointsixchris at yahoo.com. I'll get you set up with the whole system, bottles, bottle warmer, purge kit, whatever you guys need. I can help you guys out there and save you guys some money because I'm an authorized dealer now. As this time is approaching, I'm getting really excited for this. And I hope you guys are too, because we have some crazy stuff in the future. And this car is gonna be freaking amazing. Coyote swap, man. And the Coyote swap is my goals, bro. Like, ever since I got this car and the Coyotes were out, man, I want a Coyote. But I want to be different, and I want to have my car Coyote swap instead of going and pulling out a loan on a freaking brand new Coyote. I own this thing, you know what I'm saying? The bank don't own it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I hope you guys are stoked for the future, because I am so freaking stoked for this. And man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And I'm gonna be doing a whole breakdown on this build, man. From fuel system will be its own video. Installing the motor will be its own video. Doing the control pack. And I want to send a big shout out to JD, man, because I have not stopped watching your videos because I'm a freak. I like to prep before I even have anything. So I've been watching his videos, so by the time I do my swap, I'll pretty much know how to do everything. You know what I mean? So JD is a lifesaver. He's done all these videos, so I'm basically gonna copy his videos, but trying to add my own twist to it and try to see if he missed anything I could add to it. You know what I mean? Okay. And some things I probably forgot. Me and BJ are doing a swap. I told him, like, hey, dude, I know this is gonna be really involved. He's gonna do a lot of stuff, but I want to be there for it. I want to film it. I want to help you out on it. I want to get my hands in there. Would you be willing to do it? And he's like, dude, let's do it. And I love that I have BJ in my corner. He's a badass mechanic. He knows what he's doing. And once we have everything, I truly believe that if we go gung-ho on it, we can get this thing swapped in 2 weeks. I really believe that. If we have everything, nothing holds us back, we have all the parts, 2 weeks. I really believe that we can do that. I'm not saying 2 weeks or I don't want to do it. I'm saying that's just a goal of mine. I think we can do it in 2 weeks. So me and BJ are doing the swap. You guys are going to see a bunch of hands-on, bunch of how to do it at home, basically. We're doing it in his shop. He has lifts. It's going to make it a ton more easier. But yeah. Me and BJ are doing it. I'll show you guys what I got for the fuel system. I'm kind of doing it on a budget, kind of splurging where I need to splurge, so I don't have problems in the future. Philip's gonna be tuning it, PBB tuning. He's gonna be tuning it, injectors, everything like that. We're gonna be doing something. I don't know if we're gonna do 1000cc yet or not, but it's gonna be something higher, you know, that we can use for a full bolt-on Coyote. I do believe that we need to upgrade the wiring for the fueling in this car, because you guys know I have a 340 liter per hour fuel pump, and when I did that install, so many people would not stop telling me that I have to upgrade the wiring. I know that it's not going to put out 340 liter per hour on the stock wiring, so we're going to need every little thing that we can get from that little pump. So we're probably going to upgrade the wiring also. I'll make a video on that, but we just have a ton of video, guys, so get ready for that. It's gonna be freaking awesome. And here is today's daily advice. And if I forget to give you guys daily advice, get on my ass in the comments down below, man. I want to encourage you guys, stay on y'all's grind. Don't get discouraged. Don't compare yourself to others. And just stay in your own lane, man. I know it's hard in today's time not to compare yourself to others. Like, oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, Fourpointsixchris, he's 24 years old and he's Coyote swapping, and I don't even have a car yet, or I don't have this, I don't have that. Always be grateful for what you guys got, man. And if you guys don't got what you want, go out and get it. It's as simple as that, man. A couple years ago, I was wishing I was in the position I am now, and I just want to say, man, none of this stuff that I have was given to me. It's not daddy's money. This is all my money. And you guys can see, I'm having like an allergic reaction on my hands from all the chemicals at work, dried up hands, and this is coming from straight hustle. So I took the initiative to leave town and go work out in West Texas. And it's not like a one formula, boom, you're successful. But if you guys want money, you guys want to make more money, you guys want to be more successful, the money's out there. You just might have to travel for it. You might have to give up some time at home, away from loved ones. And it sucks, man. It sucks leaving for 2 weeks at a time, but the paychecks don't suck. And my time at home doesn't suck. You know what I mean? Because I have a pocket full of money now, and I can do whatever I want. And that gives me a little bit of freedom. You know what I mean? So don't ever think you guys are trapped. Don't ever think you guys can't do anything, because there's always a way. Make sure you guys stay on y'all's hustle. Aim for what you want, set a goal, and you can achieve it. I promise you that. I set out doing this thing, and the Coyote swap is just a big goal of mine. You know what I mean? Even if I wasn't doing YouTube, I would just be some guy on the street. No one would know, but my car would be a Coyote swap. Just because that's a goal for me, you know what I mean? And when I set out for a goal, I will do it doesn't matter a time frame for me because I'm gonna get it done sometime, one way or the other. So don't get discouraged, guys. Stay in your own lane, worry about you, and just try to be better than the day before. That's my goal, and that's always helped me out, is just try to be better than you were the day before. It's not all about money, man. It's not all about materialistic things. I know those things make us happy, but try not to focus on those things so much, man. With that being said, it's your boy, 4.6Chris. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. The rest of y'all's day, man. I love you guys. I love y'all that support me. I greatly appreciate y'all. See you guys on the next one.